In this video we're back to a spot where I came with the kids and we just did a really quick going over. Going to be attacking some river gravels that in a spot that might not look too crash hot to you guys, but previously I've got good gold, so we'll see. Well, welcome to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 met up a couple of times, and yesterday we were at a gathering. There'll be a video on that which you might have seen already, and today we've caught up in the morning to just come out by ourselves and have some fun. Right, so we have water for the Highbanker. If you get the Highbanker set up,
okay,
and I'm going to start digging some dirt and doing some processing.
Sounds good.
Cool. Now, when I was here last, I spoke about this feature, and so if you want me to, if you want to know about that, go back to the other video I've done. I'll build a link up here or there. But when we came, it was just after a flood, and there was a whole stack of chunky gold in these loose top gravels. Alrighty, so I've just dug a shallow trench because I've got through the loose gravels pretty quickly to the harder pack stuff underneath. So what I'm going to do now is do a test pan into there, test pan there, which I've already loaded up, and then I'll do another test pan here and see what difference we get in the gold. Right, so that stuff that Martin's just digging there, he's making the hole that I just dug actually deeper. And if you look through there, Martin, just dig the stuff that's a bit to the top in the sidewall there. Yeah, that. Now see how that's all really sandy? And actually, if you look on top, it's all leafy as well. But look what I just pulled out of it. If I can get the bloody thing to focus. See that gold there? That's it better than the first pan, which was deeper, and where I thought the pay streak would be, more be. But turns out it was slightly to the right. So now we know that all that stuff in the top there is actually worth running. Now it's not brilliant gold, but it's easy digging. Whereas the stuff that Martin's getting into now is the stuff that's much harder digging and will probably have more gold. I'm excavating, I'm going for it. Martin's still doing some test pans, and he's just done one from over there. So this is where I'm expanding the hole, and he's jumped ahead a bit to see what he's getting over there. So what you got? You said fine gold, Martin.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother trying. I
No.
think I can just faintly.
Minute.
Yeah. The tiny stuff. Right.
In a microscope.
So now we know not to keep digging over that way. So what do you reckon we should do a test between the two?
Yeah.
All right.
Go.
So we'll just do one between that hole, so that lump there.
Ready, you reckon?
Yeah, just there. Get checked out. That's a nice little speck. Wish I had my macro lens with me, because can't focus. That's a shotgun pellet though, is it?
Yeah.
I can't tell in the camera. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. Cool. All right.
Done. Add it to the bucket.
Yep. And that was from
That last.
just from there, from the wall.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I reckon then we just dig out that and run some material, and then clean it up, and then we can dig into the mallow layer, the hard pack layer, and see what we get out of that. Here is a diagram to make sure that was clear. Okay, now here is the area where we'd got good gold previously. That's upstream, and the Highbanker's up here. We dug tests for sample pans here, here, and here. So that was 0, and that was 1, that was 2. And then we got 3 specks and some flour out of 0, got some 1 speck and flour out of 1, and got nothing out of 2. And then over here at -1, we just got flour. That was the one that Martin did. But then here, that was the one in between. This is -0.5. That was where we got 1 speck, a shotgun pellet, and some flour. So what the plan was that we dug out there, and then based on those results, extended the trench that way and that way. Okay, so this is a hole that we've dug, and I've swept it with a little brush, and this is the next layer. This is the mallow layer. It's starting to get more mineralised. Once you sort of scrape the dust off it, that's the next layer we've got to dig, and that stuff's much harder, a lot more work to dig. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we've going to run all the stuff that we've dug from the top, see what we get. Martin's just got some issues with, that's a nice look, Martin. Yeah. Just give him some privacy while he's about his business. He's cleaning off the foot valve on the intake for the pump. So we're going to run the material that we've got and then get stuck onto this next layer down and see how hard it is to dig, but also how much is in it. And because we didn't bring a pick, it's going to be interesting. But we do have a hatchet, so I can call this episode Prospecting with an Axe. I'm glad it's not my hatchet, because there's no way you'd catch me using one of my hatchets to do this. No. And speaking of my axes, come on, check out one of my new ones. How's this for a new baby, hey? Whoa. If you want to know more about what I do with my tools, then you have to pop over to Chestnut and Egg. But this is one of my other YouTube channels. But this is just gorgeous, incredibly rare single beveled Japanese axe. Single beveled axes in the West are, relatively common. In Japan, they're incredibly rare. But that is beautiful. So there's Martin's there. He's just doing a test pan of the stuff I've just dug, and we're going to see whether it's worth the effort, because the next layer down is really hard. So I've gone down another 5 inches, or maybe as much as 6, but I think it's more like 5. And this is bedrock, but after I brush it, you see how it's kind of rough there. I'm not sure if you can see the texture in the film, but this area here, see that? That's actually a little pocket in the bedrock. So that has got to be cleaned out. So we've got to take it back. See that mineralized material coming out there? Oh, there's more. Ugh. As I'm cutting through there, you see all that mineralized material there that's sort of between the layers of the bedrock. Yeah, and the bedrock's quite soft, so if you can, you dig through that and then you break off the mineralized material. But that hole's taken me quite a while to dig. I haven't yet got a bucket material, and I've got, well, 10 times the space to do. So we might run out of oomph before we finish this hole. Of course, it does depend on how much gold Martin has found in the test pan.
Lots of micro gold.
Oh, he's not looking excited.
Minute.
That makes sense. Sure it does.
But it's all along the along the top. Normally I wouldn't bother with this. I would just chuck it if I can't. But it's the sort of stuff you'd put in a blue bowl and...
Yeah, there's dots there. Yeah, that's why I have a bucket for a lot of my for my pannings, is because there's a lot of fine coal. I just dump it in and deal with it later.
Yep.
I don't try and clean anything up. Well, let's see if we get excited by what's in the Highbanker, because we haven't cleaned that out yet. Oh, now Martin's Highbanker's got a little box underneath the grizzly bars, which is sort of like a kind of sample tray, which is looking pretty chockers.
It is. The pump was starting to get blocked before, so we weren't getting the
full flow.
The water flow we were after.
I'm really hoping, yeah, just one picker.
It would be lovely.
Or lead, lots of lead.
Or lots of pickers.
Well, lots of pickers. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll cope with that.
Ooh,
oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Is that a picker?
No. So there's lots of lead.
Lots of lead. Good. That means we're in the right spot. Come on. Is that a picker? It's a picker.
I'm cheating.
It's
a baby picker.
I haven't got my my miner's fingernails on. They're a bit long. That's very flat.
Lead everywhere.
Right, well, we're in the right spot then.
In the right spot. Yeah.
So all that overburden, and that's not bad because that was really easy digging. Although it's not much gold considering how many buckets we ran, is it? But there could be more in the mats.
Could be.
All right, okay, well, let's see. Unfortunately, I just stopped recording as Martin was going over to a poverty pot where we're dumping all the pan and concentrates. He nearly went arse over tit and lost it all.
I can reenact.
You can reenact. All right,
But I won't.
But you won't. All right. All right. Well, let's see what's in the rest of the sluice. Nothing shiny that we can see.
Need water, don't we?
It's very nutritious water. That.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you almost stand a spoon up in it.
That's how we like our coffee, strong.
Bloody oath. Martin's a real man. He has his coffee without contaminants. I need my milk and sugar. Well, I don't need my milk. I had to do without it this morning. For which there will be words with Sarah.
Let's run some water over the carpet and just see if there's anything.
It appears.
Normally it's just if there's anything in the sluice, it's in the...
Ah!
Yes!
Look at that. Can we? My battery's going flat on my camera. I think I can see it.
Another angle.
I'm going to get another pan so you can pan into something.
Cleaner water would be nice too.
Yeah, well, it's Bendigo. You just gotta.
Just having water is
having water is
great.
Yeah. Like another week, and this will be gone unless we get more rain. Doesn't hang around. This is this spot, and there's one other spot on this creek which have there's an artificial spot.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much those 3 spots on this creek. They're the only water.
Wow.
How does the pan feel? Does it feel heavy?
Yeah, towards the end of the day,
You're smart.
No, I'm just.
Because often, like sometimes when I'm doing a pan of concentrates from the Highbanker or the sluice, it feels a lot heavier.
It does feel heavy, like there's ironstone or.
Yeah, there's a good concentration of ironstone and stuff in there, so it feels a lot heavier than a regular pan's worth. All right, fast and dirty.
Fast and dirty.
We don't want to see the fine gold. We want to see the
big gold.
The pickers and the almost pickers. I see. There's some.
Yeah.
There's some lead too.
There's that piece that we saw in the carpet, I reckon.
Yep. So there's a
lead.
line of
fair bit of. I don't know how the light.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll do a still. Right. So, given that we only got very fine gold out of that test pit there, and given it's so ridiculously hard to dig, we're going to be a pair of wusses and pack it in. Although, it's not our fault, is it? No. See, someone borrowed Martin's pick yesterday at the gathering and didn't put it back, so we don't have a pick.
Or it's laying at the dam.
Or it's laying at the dam. Yeah. So we'll go back via the Lightning Hill Dam and see if it's there. And because I thought he had a pick, I didn't bring one. So that means we don't have the appropriate tools. And as much as I'm calling this video how to go prospecting with an axe, it's not the right tool. So I might leave this here, might throw a few rocks over the top of it, and then maybe come back with a mattock or a pick and have another go later. But for that really fine gold, it's not enough to inspire me to to keep digging right now. And it's not enough to inspire Martin either. See, and I've got to go with got to go with my guest.
Secret spot, hey?
Hey, you're lucky I didn't blindfold you to get you here.
Oh, that's right. No, it was still a good morning out.
Good morning out, yep. Yeah. Well, that was a good day out with Martin a few weeks ago. It's now the 3rd of December, so the 3rd day of summer. But on the first day of summer, I actually got back to that spot with the kids and we dug out the bottom of that hole. And so if you want to see that video, it's coming up soon. But I think I'm going to try and have a more sciencey video before that. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, and it turned out Martin did get his pick back. When we went back to the Lightning Hill to look for it, one of the guys who was there on the Saturday was also there on the Sunday, and he said, oh yeah, well this isn't mine. And Martin says, oh, it's mine, hurrah! So yeah, he was pretty pleased. So overall, really good day out. Catch you guys later, bye.